Hi there, welcome to another lesson of Mathematics Form 1. How are you doing today? Hope you are feeling good. My name is Susan Matthews and I'm from SMK Putrajaya Presin 18-1. In this lesson, we are going to explore simultaneous linear equation in two variables. I hope you are ready for the lesson. You may want to prepare a notebook, pen, and calculator to make it easier for you to take down notes and do calculations during our lesson today. Let's begin. But before that, let's look at the learning objectives for today's lesson. By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to first, form simultaneous linear equation based on daily situations. Second, solve simultaneous linear equation in two variables using graphical method. And lastly, solve simultaneous linear equation in two variables using the substitution or elimination method. Are you ready for the lesson? To start, let's describe what we mean by an equation. An equation is a mathematical statement in which two expressions represent the same quantity. An equation has three parts: the left side, the right side, and an equal sign. The equation simply says that the expression on the left and the expression on the right represents the same quantity. So, what is actually meant by a linear equation? A linear equation is an algebraic equation and the power of the variable is 1. These are examples of linear equation in two variables. X plus y equals 2 and 2x plus 4y equals 6. A linear equation is also an equation whose graph forms a straight line. These are examples of linear graphs for the equation. X plus y equals 2 and 2x plus 4y equals 6. Consider two linear equations in two variables x and y, such as 2x minus 3y equals 4 and 3x plus y equals 1. In this example, we have two equations and two unknowns. In order to find a solution for this pair of equations, the unknown numbers x and y have to satisfy both equations. Firstly, let's take a look at how we can form simultaneous linear equations and represent them graphically. Consider the following problem. A zoo enclosure contains zebras and ostriches. If there is a total of 50 eyes and 80 legs between these two animals, find the number of each type of animal. Knowing that each type of animal has 2 eyes, but a zebra has 4 legs and an ostrich has 2 legs, we can try to solve this problem by guessing a solution and then checking it or representing it graphically. We can also solve it algebraically. Based on the situation above, let x and y be the number of zebra and ostrich respectively. Thus, we can form the first equation, which is 2x plus 2y equals 50, knowing that each animal has 2 eyes. and then we can form the second equation, which is 4x plus 2y equals 80, knowing that a zebra has 4 legs and an ostrich has 2 legs. Both the equations formed are linear equations in 2 variables. To determine the number of zebra and the number of ostriches in the zoo, we need to find the values of x and y that satisfy both the linear equations. Let's watch this video, which shows how we can represent the equations graphically. In this video, it is shown that both the straight lines intersect each other. The point of intersection of two straight lines is the common pair of solution for both the linear equation. From the intersection points, we can conclude that there are 15 zebras and 10 ostriches. Linear equations 2x plus 2y equals 50 and 4x plus 2y equals 80 are simultaneous linear equations in 2 variables. The point of intersection of 2 linear equations is the solution of the simultaneous linear equations. The solution means that both values will satisfy both of the equations. Now, let's practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. In this practice, we are going to form a simultaneous linear equation. Adam is 6 years older than his sister Mona. If the sum of their age is 56 years, form a simultaneous linear equation to represent their age. Let Adam's age be x years. Let Mona's age be y years. Now, Adam is 6 years older than Mona. From this information, we can form the first equation. Here, we already know that the differences between Adam's age and Mona's age is equal to 6. So, we can write that as x minus y equals 6. Next, the sum of Adam and Mona's age is 56 years. So, we can write that as x plus y equals 56. You are doing great, boys and girls. I hope you were also able to form the equation just like this. Let's look at another example. The sum of two numbers is 14 and their differences is 2. Form a simultaneous linear equation to represent the numbers. Let the first number be P and the second number be Q. Now, the sum of these two numbers is 14. From this information, we can form the first equation. P plus Q equals 14. We also already know that the difference between the two numbers is 2. So, we can write that as P minus Q equals 2. Wow, there we have it. I hope you were also able to form the equation just like this. Remember to practice with more examples. Now, boys and girls, how do you solve simultaneous linear equation in two variables? The simultaneous linear equations in two variables can be solved by using first, the graphical method, second, the substitution method, and third, the elimination method. Let's explore the solution of a simultaneous equation using these three methods. Let's explore how to solve the given simultaneous equation. X plus y equals 5 and 2x minus y equals 4 using the three methods. Now, let's solve the simultaneous linear equations by using the graphical method. Remember, boys and girls, to solve a pair of simultaneous equation graphically, we need to draw each line in a graph, and the solution is given by the coordinates at the point of intersection of both lines. Hence, to solve the equations x plus y equals 5 and 2x minus y equals 4 simultaneously, we can simply draw each line in a graph and find the point of intersection. To draw the graph of a linear equation, you only need 2 points. Based on the ordered pairs obtained from the tables, plot all the points on the grid paper. Draw a graph by connecting all the points. Straight line graphs are obtained when all the ordered pairs of the linear equations in two variables are plotted and connected. All the points on the straight line are the solutions of the linear equation. The lines x plus y equals 5 and 2x minus y equals 4 intersect at the coordinates of the point 3, 2. Therefore, the solution is x equals 3 and y equals 2. There are 3 cases involving solution of simultaneous linear equations. Systems of linear equation in two variables have either no solution, one solution, or infinitely many solutions. What do you think is the solution when the graph of both equations is parallel to each other? When the two lines are parallel, it means that there is no point of intersection. Therefore, the linear equations in two variables do not have any solutions. When the graphs of both equations intersect, it is said that the linear equations in two variables have one solution. The solution is the point of intersection of both graphs. When the graphs of both equations overlap each other and the intersection points are all the points on this line, it is said that the linear equations in two variables have infinitely many solutions. When does each method work best? The graphical method is good if you have graph paper and if your solution does not have to be precise. It is also better if a software like GeoGebra is used so that answers are precise. Remember, boys and girls, the important thing when dealing with this kind of equations and any kind of equation is to remember that the equal signs represents a balance. What this sign tells you is that what is on the left hand side is exactly equal to what is on the right hand side. So whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. And you must follow the rules of arithmetic when you do it. The substitution method is good if one of the variables has a coefficient of 1, like 6x plus y equals 15. Meanwhile, the elimination method is good if the coefficient of one of the variables divides evenly into the same variable's coefficient in the other equation, like 3x plus 5y equals 9 and negative 2x plus 10y equals negative 8. Boys and girls, let's do the first question. Solve the simultaneous equations. 4m subtract n equal 10 as equation 1 and m plus n equal 5 as equation 2. I will choose to use the elimination method for this question. As we can see in the example, n has the same coefficient. So I will choose to eliminate n. Now we have 5m equals 15. To find the value of m, we shall divide 15 with 5. Thus, the value for m is equal to 3. Substitute m equal to 3 into either equation 1 or equation 2 and solve for n. I will choose to substitute m equal 3 into equation 2, which gives us the value of n as 2. So, the solution for this example is m equals 3 and n equals 2. Let's look at question 2. Solve the following system of equation using the elimination method. 3a plus 2b equals 5 as the first equation and 2a plus 3b equals 5 as the second equation. In step 1, multiply both sides of the first equation by 3 and the second equation by 2. The first equation is now 9a plus 6b equal 15. And the second equation is now 4a plus 6b equals 10. In step 2, we shall subtract both the equations to eliminate one of the variables. In this step, b is eliminated. 9a subtract with 4a gives us 5a. Meanwhile, the differences of 15 and 10 is equal to 5. So, a is equal to 1 after dividing it with 5. Now, let's substitute the value of a equals to 1 into first equation and solve for b. And we will get the value of b as 1. In conclusion, a equals 1 and b equals 1. Did you manage to get the same solution? I hope you did. Now, let's take a look at question 3. 3x plus y equals 13. 5x minus 2y equals 7. The coefficient of y in equation 1 is 1. So first we make y the subject of equation 1. Y equals 13 subtract 3x. Next, substitute this expression for y in equation 2 and solve for x. 5x subtract 2 multiplied by 13 subtract 3x equals to 7. Multiply out bracket. 5x minus 26 plus 6x equals to 7. Combine like terms, x on one side, numbers on the other. 11x equals 33. Divide both sides by 11 to solve for x. X equals to 3. Finally, substitute the solution for x into the expression for y. Y equals 4. So, the solution to the pair of simultaneous linear equation is x equals to 3 and y equals to 4. Well, boys and girls, we are almost at the end of today's class. Let's check the objectives that we have learned today. Now, you should be able to: number 1, form simultaneous linear equations based on daily situations. Number 2, solve simultaneous linear equation in 2 variables using graphical method. And lastly, solve simultaneous linear equations in 2 variables using substitution or elimination method. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Try to do more exercises on your own. Remember, practice makes perfect. I love maths and hope you do too. Goodbye and have a pleasant day. See you again in another lesson. Bye.